funny conversation that I had with someone else. But
oh wait, we actually might get to talk Fox right now.
No, we're not going to get talk Fox because Koopa's going Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool.
So,
I actually have not seen the Koopa Trainer yet.
So the Koopa Trainer is interesting because I heard he has tried this before and he went like 0-2 at the bracket he tried it at.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I heard.
It is accurate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that he's bringing this out then against like 3XA, who's a player that's able to keep up with him, like dead even.
Yeah, but if you don't give yourself that experience, when are you?
That's true. That's true. And I do applaud people for like. Usually Wednesday Night Fights is like where like everybody brings out like their big guns because like this is the biggest pool and everything. But if you're willing to even use this tournament to like learn what characters work for you in what situations, more power to you. But 3XA is just doing a bang-up job just forcing Koopa's Charizard off and into the Blast Zone.
Dude, I love Ultimate 3XA.
Ultimate 3XA is...
I was a big fan of Smash 4 3XA, but like Ultimate 3XA is like a fine wine. It has gotten better with age.
Well, I mean, it's only been like 2 months, all right? Fine wines aren't 2 months old.
I mean, box wine.
Box? Okay, he's like a fine box wine. Yes,
I'm sure Adrian's gonna love hearing.
I'm gonna quote
it's
that.
It's like a fine box wine. It's a good vintage $2 chug. Oh, dude.
So the thing that's like great about it, and like 3XA has admitted this himself, right, is that like the one falling point of his Smash 4 Toon Link was that he would fall back on a lot of habits that the engine supported, right, like air dodging all the time. He was just kind of abusing those mechanisms, and now that they're gone, it's forced him to clean up his play in a way that's made him both so much more fun to watch and honestly a lot more deadly.
Yeah, he is already a caliber of player where it's like if you hit that round 2, you're like, why?
Yeah.
This is not, okay. But like it's just gotten better.
It's how you know the TO hates you, right? It's like, oh, I'm seeded to play 3XA next. Oh.
That's how you know you're like middle seed. Is you win your round 1, you're like, yeah, and then you hit Adrian, you're like, oh, okay, I'm 17th out of 34. You're like, okay, cool.
you gotta throw more games. That way you won't have to deal with that.
Oh yeah.
But
it's not throwing for me, Nick. I just go.
The thing that's really surprising is how often Koopa's going. There we go, going Squirtle, because he's been stuck on Charizard a lot against 3XA, and it's understandable because like Pokemon Switch is like a really important panic button because it's like it's a better air dodge. Yeah. But the catch is, the drawback is you now have to play a matchup that maybe you don't want to play. And he's been using that a lot as Ivysaur, but then he's been stuck on Charizard and just keeps getting comboed so hard by 3XA. So I'd like to see a little bit more caution and maybe less reliance on the withdraw as a way to escape. The Pokemon Switch, rather, as a way to escape. But in the meantime, I mean, Koopa going to be going for Ivysaur, and it makes sense because he recognizes, okay, he's playing this crazy rage game. I don't really want to try moving in at Squirtle, especially when I'm this light at this high of a percent. Or the cabbage just gets sliced.
Speaking of crazy rage game. All right.
Range game, but yeah.
Oh, I heard rage. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, 81's not that much rage. Oh,
range. Oh. Yeah, I got to enunciate.
No, that's on me.
That's on me.
I should be able to.
That's on me.
I listen to you every week. I should know the word range.
I talk every week. I should know how to say it. Yeah, okay, whatever.
All right, sticking with it.
Sticking with it, starting off with Ivysaur once again.
Yeah.
And it does make sense that of the 3, Ivysaur gets to play with a little bit of the Razor Leaf, and more importantly, the vines on forward air, back air, those sort of things, I think have slightly longer reach than Toon Link's sword. So theoretically, Ivysaur should be able to outrange Toon Link in a lot of these interactions. But it requires such specific spacing that it's rather difficult to do. But a big part of it is helped by that up air. Koopa finding that first opening, just catching 3XA in the air, which is 3XA's natural habitat. He likes jumping above platforms, tossing bombs straight down. Yeah. Can't really do that against Ivysaur.
No, it's, the up air is a good deterrent for that, you know?
The up air hitbox is like bigger than a Toon Link bomb hitbox, and that's saying something. Yeah. Like, you see how big those cartoony explosions are, and you can literally see the spores are... Yo, he just blew up the bomb with Vine Whip.
He absolutely did. Is Koopa next level?
I don't know. He needs to stay on the level, though, if he wants to prove it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. If that were just a little faster.
Air dodges straight down. 3XA is ready with a little bit of a dodge trap. Doesn't get the full thing out, but he does know to DI away from the down throw. Doesn't get caught by the sweet spot Vine Whip.
All right. Koopa faked the up air there to see what Adrian's reaction would be. So I really want to see what happens the next time that 3XA is in that air dodge situation.
Okay.
All right, we're going for the dare. That's the first one we've seen this set. But
beautiful, but not going to get to kill. He is going to find himself another opportunity with the hero spin, and into just a runoff fair to catch the landing at the ledge. Koopa is still in it. He's looking like he wants to just finish off the stock as Charizard, which is so risky because, like, on the one hand, yes, everything you do can kill. If he gets a grab, up throw is going to kill. A back air of any range will probably kill at this point. Up throw.
There we go.
Oh, great DI. Yeah. You got to DI.
You
have to DI up throw down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is counterintuitive, but any like 90-degree angle, 80-degree angle hit actually has its velocity decrease if you're holding down. It's weird, but it is what it is.
That back air or forward air back air string is gross. I don't like it. I don't like it, Nick.
So Koopa's had moments where like he's been on opposite sides of the stage where he could totally swap and like not have given up too much, but he's staying with Zard. I want to believe a big part of the reason for it is he's used to having to fight 3XA as Bowser.
Yeah, he's comfortable with a big character.
Yeah, like it actually feels at ease for him, even though like for everyone else, it's like, why would you want to do the zoning war like this? But he's finding his openings, especially once he got that juggle going. Just had to out-juke a couple of those bombs, the down air, and get these landing resets. And here we go. We got ourselves a close to even game.
Charizard is not the useless character that people make him out to be, so it's nice to see a little love. Ooh.
And if it's going to be anyone, like you said, it's going to be the Charizard specialist finding the forward air. He's just sticking with it. Going to be able to... No, not going to go for Flame Breath. Opting instead just for a forward air. Getting a little bit of a poke, but that's the back air. That's what's so scary to deal with when you're recovering. Because especially, how do you get off the ledge not in Charizard's back air, the down air?
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yo, I'm eating my words right now. Koopa, if you're watching the VOD, I questioned your Charizard game 1 and most of game 2. I take that back. The Zard is real. This is clearly the sweeper on his team. I would not be surprised, honestly, if you just open next game with Charizard.
I want to see it. I'm a diehard Charizard fan. I try not to make that too public, but
it's shameful?
Yeah, man.
How?
There's a perception.
There's a perception.
There's a stigma.
You know who else uses Charizard? Virum.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'm kidding.
How is there a stigma against Charizard when one of the most beloved commentators mains him?
That's true. That's true.
I know there's also Sharpie Zard, which everyone loves.
Dude, Sharpie is the best.
Yeah.
I had the chance to chat with Sharpie a little bit at pre-Genesis.
Yeah.
And he is so nice. And he's just... I love him. I love Sharpie. Sharpie, please come back. I know you're watching the VOD right now.
Oh my gosh, this jacket is heavier than I am.
Lath's jacket?
Lath's jacket, yeah.
That's because he's yoked as hell?
No, he is, yeah. He needs it to stay warm.
Oh, also, it's like the Piccolo cape and hood. It's it's his training jacket.
It actually is.
Yeah.
It actually is. You know it.
He takes off the jacket and his wolf is 4 times faster.
You're not wrong.
I'm not.
So Koopa is starting with Ivysaur.
He is?
As the head of this lineup. But it is up to 3XA, especially because the interesting thing is, like, 3XA and Koopa's Bowser do have that history where, like, 3XA has struggled against it back in Smash 4. Like, just because it's a heavy and he's a zoner doesn't make it, like, a done-and-done deal, because Koopa still does have that instinct for finding those strong reads and really capitalizing on somebody once they're in the corner, metaphorically and literally.
And that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Koopa's just keeping 3XA here. Oh my god, that shield is so small.
But I think that's the reason 3XA asked for this stage as his counter pick, right? Is because in this corner, you have a platform that's always there to help relieve the pressure without you forcing to move into the opponent. Like, imagine Charizard back airing here, right? Now you have a completely safe place to land on.
This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Oh! Okay. I didn't know they did.
As your sponsor, yes. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so 3XA getting some traction here. Bringing it in.
Trying to intimidate Koopa. Koopa's not falling for it. He's like, you can trot back and forth, but Koopa hasn't been taught yet that, like, 3XA is going to do something that will kill him before hanging on the ledge.
Yeah.
So because of that, Koopa's like, I'm just going to wait. You need to show me.
Yeah, 3XA probably saving that forward tilt on the ledge for a later stock in this Game 3 situation.
Oh, you know it's the forward tilt, okay. Yeah, the forward tilt does everything
3XA,
for Link.
That's 3XA's pocket move. Yeah.
Dude, forward tilts in this game are solid, but have ourselves Razor Leaf and no quite capitalization off of it. It looks like Ivysaur's still one that, like, Koopa's trying to get the hang of, and I don't fault him because, like, we see him use a speed character in Fox. We see him, of course, being so proficient with heavies, but, like, I've never seen this man touch a zoner.
Yeah,
right.
that's
Like
true,
that's the reason why I think like the Ivysaur is the one that comes to them the hardest, which is interesting because Ivysaur is everyone else's best Pokemon. For most trainers, is like Ivysaur carries the class project.
Yeah, they don't play Pokemon Trainer, they play Ivysaur Trainer.
Yeah. What a weird team that like this trainer started out with, though.
Hey man, if you can get all 3 starters, you go for it.
Yeah, but like nobody else, not even Rattata? Whatever.
I'm sure she's got a Pidgey in there somewhere.
For Fly.
Yeah.
Just a solid Nair to beat out that Zare. Gotta respect this shield. The Cabbage can defend itself.
We're getting back into that zoning game. Koopa approaching slowly.
Just parrying all the arrows and stuff, looking a little bit like Third Strike, but not quite going in for that full distance. And that's the thing that's interesting, right? Is like he can see that 3XA is on edge because like he's sitting in his shield this whole time now because he's seeing all the parries come out from Koopa.
Yeah.
And Koopa's not really looking for anything forward. Like we only just now saw a whiff dash grab come out. There's the F-tilt you were talking about.
It's the 3XA special, man. That move is so good in this game, and I do not fault him at all for keeping it in his pocket.
Oh, you should bring it out of your pocket. Let it breathe.
3XA trying to cover all the options, getting the bomb throw forward, covering the jump with that upward angle boomerang, but wow, I thought that bomb hit.
Yeah.
That's... Alright, Koopa.
And like, you can see how they're just like trying to jockey for position using their projectiles, but it tends to be 3XA that's like slightly more bolder with his forward movement, at least in getting out of the corner. There we go, Koopa sniping that out with the Vine Whip. 3XA not ready for it, and honestly, neither was I.
How very strong of you to admit that.
Yeah. It takes a big man for a commentator to admit that they're worse than the players that they're commentating for.
Alright. 3XA back in this corner, but again, not too hard to get out of it.
Wow!
I love that up tilt, dude.
I actually almost never see Ivysaurs use up tilt, but like that covers such a nice area above him.
A little tip with that, it also shifts his hurt box, so you can dodge projectiles with it as well.
You can high profile?
Yeah, you can high profile with up tilt.
Oh my god. I love that high profiling is a thing in Ultimate. That's like my favorite bit.
Oh no, just let off his shield a little too early.
Look at all the distance. Oh boy. This is scary, because Koopa's been at this percent with a heavy so many times before. You know, he's not even nervous.
No.
He knows that now 3XA is the one terrified of him.
He's home.
Yeah. It's like, oh, let me give you a hug, Adrian. It's been so long. Nice.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, 3XA going to go ahead and call it out with an up smash. And now we have back to Squirtle, the most Koopa-esque of the 3 characters. But
because he's a turtle?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just check. And there. All right. Good work to King Koopa.
I questioned the trainer, but the trainer is just as real as his Fox and his Bowser.